Hello, folks, and how are you today? So it is February the 2nd, and it is also a special day. And who will be popping up today? This little fella. Yeah, that's right. Our groundhog will be popping up. It is Groundhog Day, but it is also my birthday. That's right. Today I turn 65 years old. Not 65 years young, 65 years old. I don't have a problem with that old situation because it's part of your life. I am older. I have gray hair, right? I have a gray beard. I'm wearing glasses. Everything about my situation is I'm a little older. And there's nothing wrong with that. Celebrate it, right? 65 years. It's kind of cool. I like that. So what I thought I would do today is you know what? Hold on a sec. Give me a second, because of that old thing, I forgot something, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. See right here? Okay. I thought that it would be really fun to do a self-portrait. I saw something the other day, and it was a young lady, and she had shown so many self-portraits of her life, right? And I thought, that's really cool. You know, I've got a few, but I thought, geez, that would be kind of neat to do. And because I'm 65, I'm going to do it today. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it nice and simple. I got myself a little marker here. This is one of those I like these markers too. What's the name on these guys? Yeah, the Tombows, right? They're very nice because you can do a thin line, you can thicken it up too, and that very nice to work with. So what I'm going to do is I've got my paper here. I'm going to just basically do kind of an outline drawing of myself. And that's it. Yeah, that'll be fun. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to reminisce about my art life. There you are. Okay, so let's get started. So pretty simple. I'll just go like a little line right here. And this will be my big head, right? Yeah, so my mustache comes up in here. Yeah, nice and simple. Keep it easy, right? Oh, we got a pair of glasses, right? And so anyways, my art situation is I have been drawing since I was a little boy. And I have never stopped. I have been drawing. Anybody who knows me knows that I like to draw, right? And I had two lives in the situation, in the sense that I did artwork, but I also was a reptile man for a long time, and I loved that job. But drawing has always been very important to me because I find it's a release in so many different ways, right? And yeah, so far I don't think I've actually even lifted the pen on this one. Yeah, so it's going pretty well, right? Um, and we're getting a nice, good old me in there. But one of the things is that I really enjoy drawing and painting and sculpting and doing all this stuff. And what I really love too is when I get to go down to, say, like the art crawl, and I take my drawings and maybe I sell a painting or two. And at the beginning when I started doing that, it was very odd for me. I felt really strange doing it because I was always, at this thing where I kind of didn't believe in myself. And as time has gone by, I've come to realize that some of those reasons that I didn't believe in myself was not just me, but other people who didn't know me, right? Like, as an artist, you must have heard, oh, well, you're not going to, pursue it for a living, are you? Like, you can't make money from being an artist. You have to be dead first, right? Right. And wow, people will say that to you, and you're like, well, I did actually lift the pen there, but I'm not actually doing not lift the pen. I just realized that that's the first time I think I may have lifted the pen. So here I am sketching myself, right? And that, but I have loved uh, drawing that kind of stuff, and it's not a problem. I'm enjoying, right? So anyway, I got a little lost there for a second, but you know, art is so important to this world. And I think sometimes we forget that, like there's so much that art does. It invokes people, right? Gets them excited about stuff. Sometimes it's just a pleasure to look at something, right? A painting, a drawing, trying to understand what the artist sees, and that. And yeah, so here we are. I'm drawing away, right? And there's my necklace, right? I'm kind of liking this. This is really kind of cool. It's like, and I'm not worried that I'm making a beautiful drawing. I'm drawing because I'm enjoying it, and then I'm enjoying talking to you guys. And that's another thing too, right? I started, for I don't know how many years ago, started this, and I still, to this day, when people ask me, they'll say, "Oh, you have a YouTube channel. Oh, do you make money?" And I'm like, well, it's not the first part of what it's about for me, right? I enjoy it because I think I like doing it with Sue. It's something that we both connect, right? And we get to do this together. It's been like when I worked for the reptile zoo, right, for Little Rays. I enjoyed being out there doing shows, but one of the other things I really enjoyed was being with my wife, and we worked together, right? Not all relationships can do that, and I was in this relationship that I could do that, and it was fun being able to go around and that. And now, when we were finished that, well, guess what? We weren't working together, but then all of a sudden, COVID came and was starting to change everything. And we all of a sudden uh, we had this connection to be able to do something together, and we're still doing it. And Sue does her thing, and I do my thing. Um, I would like to be able to say one day, hey, yeah, I do actually make a couple of dollars from it. But that's maybe a little on you guys because you gotta watch the videos, right? Share, right? Do the likes, send me messages and stuff like that. I really do appreciate that, right? So here I am. I'm 65 years old, right? I think I've got a nice grumpy old looking man here. That's me, right? Yeah, I'll just maybe add a little bit more of a smile to this guy, right? So it didn't take much, just a little line here or two. This is actually fun. Yeah, you should grab your phone, look at yourself, and then draw. Don't worry about major high detail. Just sit back and draw and have fun with it, right? Yeah. So we're going to be going out today. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with me today, but, 65 years old. That's right. I made it to 65, right? And then life keeps on going, right? And that's great too. And like I say, I have some other ones too. I want to show you this one here, right? Take a look at this one here. This is me at the age of 20 years old. Now, this painting has already been spoken for. My wonderful, beautiful niece, Bethany, said to me a long time ago, she said, Uncle Paul, that is my painting. And if I have to give it to other family members, it's just going to be a print, but the original will go to Bethany. And it's very important to her. But there's something about it that I really, really like. And that is, right, is that in the painting, I don't finish my hands and feet. And it was thought about for a long time. It was Bethany would say, well, why don't you finish the hands and feet? And then one day I just said to her, well, it's kind of, I still wasn't sure of myself. So I wasn't able to complete the painting because I didn't have that confidence in myself to believe that I could finish, right? I could get almost there, but never truly finish. And that's what that one did. That one brought me to seeing it that way. And then when I said that, Bethany was like, oh yeah, then don't change it. Don't change it. Leave it, Uncle Paul. That's cool. And I like that, right? And now I've done a drawing here, right? And in a few minutes, I finished it, right? I like it. I think it represents me. My beard's in there. My big nose is in there. My glasses are in there. My receding hairline's in there, right? Now stuff that's happening in the background, right? The chair that my dad made for me, right? Oh, I have another one. Here's this one too. Now this one here, I did, and I think I'm around 25 years old, maybe a little bit older. I'm not exactly sure. So I did that one. It's on a piece of old wood and on black paper, and it's done with pencil crayon, right? And I really enjoyed it. And I thought, when I was finished, my mom asked me if she could have it. Now, this is funny, a little bit funny. It was funny for me. What happened was, my mom had it. She put it against the wall, and at one time, some kids came and they brought her some birds. And these birds, they, were fledglings. And so what happened was they asked her, could she take care of them? So she set up the whole room for these two starlings to survive. And she would put worms underneath paper and stuff like that for them to figure out how to get underneath stuff and everything like that. And she did a great job, and the birds were released and they went back into the wild. It wasn't until much later that I found the picture, and it was covered in bird crap. Yeah, it was covered. So I had to scratch and repaint and refix and everything like that. But it came up, and it's okay. And it's kind of funny, but that little bit of bird turd is okay for me because it makes me remember that it's my mom that had it. She was definitely a special person. Yeah, so it was kind of cool. New York. So February 2nd, I'm 65. I don't know what the Groundhog has said yet. I haven't checked on the TV. We're Wiarton Willie. I believe the Americans are Puxatoni Phil. Don't remember if there's other ones. There might be. It's kind of an interesting, cool history. It actually started in Germany and then got brought over here into North America, and then it progressed. And I don't think it started with a chipmunk or with a groundhog. I think it started with something else. I forget what it is. I think a long time ago I did a video on that. Anyways, let's see where my buddy is. Hey, what's going on? Come on now. Come on. There he is. Yeah. Hey. Now that I kind of exposed his bottom. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah. But there we are. Let's celebrate our groundhog. Yay! And then happy birthday to me. Yeah. There we are. Please, guys, keep sending messages. Do your likes. Do your subscribes. Do whatever. Go out and enjoy your life. And don't worry. Getting a little older isn't that bad. Yeah, their bones hurt maybe sometimes. But the rest of it, the noodle, still working, still there. And I'm so proud that I can now call myself an artist. Because I am an artist. Thank you, guys. Sorry, just one more thing. Yeah, I wanted to mention was that one of the reasons that I like doing my videos is that if I do sell a painting or something like that to somebody, I think that there'll be a way of looking at my stuff later. So for me, part of this whole journey is something that people who knew me, if I pass away, because it's soon going to happen, whenever. But the thing is, there'll be like something that people can look at, and go, oh, okay, that's when he did this painting and what he thought about and stuff like that. So that's one of those things that I just wanted to point out to you guys that is important, right? Don't worry about if you don't make $1 billion. Be happy with what you are and who you are. And that's kind of important to me to always let you guys know that, right? And don't let anybody tell you can't. Just do. Okay? Sorry. There you are. We're finished. The video is over. And remember, be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants.